Hello. It is me, a magic. What? As you can see, new room, new house. I moved. Life has been interesting and situational and all kinds of things. How does my audio sound? How's everything sounding? Balanced, I hope. Update me. Come on, people. Ooh, do a little crick crack on my back. Lighting's not particularly great, but whatever. How does the audio sound? Good? Perfect. Neat. Why is my game not showing? No, please, okay, thank you. I was about to say. So, you all might be wondering, after several months of me disappearing and just not existing for a while, what could I possibly come back for? What is the one thing that I want to really stream and talk about? Simple answer is, I want to talk about this side. I want to talk about this game. Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy. Now, we're not just playing through this the normal way. No. I'm not boring. I also think the chat is scrolling pretty slow. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't expect a lot of traction just out of the blue, out of nowhere. Anyways, I'm gonna explain this once, just so that way I don't have to explain it again. Also, this camera is not facing me. Let me fix that real quick. This chair is short and it does not go taller. There, now I'm in focus. Okay, so I had an idea for a challenge, and specifically for this game. Excuse me. I'm calling it the Gauntlet Challenge. And how the Gauntlet Challenge works is I try to go through this game, but I can only win against each person once. What that means in the context of this game is that I only get one pack per person I beat. And while I'll get packs from the computer, etc., I'll have to make do with whatever cards I end up with, and I'm gonna have to make a deck out of whatever we end up with. But that's not the part that makes it a gauntlet. That's just the first part of the challenge. Second part of the challenge that makes it a gauntlet. I can only challenge one gym at a time, and I cannot challenge anybody else except for the next person in that order. So, it sounds a little confusing, but it'll make sense once we get through. Essentially, there are these gyms, and I have to beat everybody in that gym before I can move on to the next gym. Thank you. I'm not feeling particularly great. I'm feeling a little dysphoric, but that's fine. It's okay. It is better of me just existing and hanging out here than just nothing. Does not sound like the music volume's high enough. There we go. Is the music volume better? Sounds very interesting. Okay, and then there's one last part of this challenge. One more. I just got distracted, but there's one more rule. The last rule is that whatever deck that I use for the Elite Four, I cannot switch decks between rounds. Only for the Elite Four, though. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do this challenge, but I've been spending the last, couple weeks just... Okay, perfect. I've been playing the last couple weeks on my DS, and I've been like, man, I just really like this game in particular. I really like the Pokemon card game just in general, just because I'm kind of a card game nut. I recently just got a tripod for my phone so that I can actually record on my table, and then I'll be able to record physical card, and that that will be really nice for me, because I've really been wanting to talk about cards and show things off and etc., but there just wasn't an easy way to do that, and now that I have like a nice phone with a nice camera, like this is pretty good, I want to take advantage of that, and I'm gonna take advantage of tripod. I want to do more stuff by showing games on table and cube stuff and whatnot, and how I'm gonna expand that, where I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm not gonna make any immediate promises. Magic. The one and only. Hey. There we go. You're addicted to cardboard crack. Yes, yes I am. Not just Magic the Gathering. I also am very addicted to, excuse me. Ooh, I'm having some indigestion. I am also addicted to Pokemon. Granted, I don't have anybody to play Pokemon with, which is why I've been playing on the Game Boy game so much. One day, Magic heard the rumor of the legendary Pokemon cards. Or more importantly, the rumor of making this more challenging than it already is. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, this game is gonna be frustrating. It's gonna be frustrating, it's gonna be chaotic, and I'm gonna do the best I can. Because what people don't realize about base fossil format, which is why is my control? Oh, that's right. I forgot that the controller isn't drifting. It's just I automatically move at the beginning of the game. But there were a lot of problems with Wizards of the Coast format of Pokemon. They did not have a solid idea of where they were going with it. There's a lot of random variants. Hand control is particularly bad. We have lots of coin flipping. Is an addiction really a problem if you can live with it and love it, though? Interpretation? We'll put it up to interpretation. I mean, I now have a Pokemon Cube that I'm really excited for. I hope that I can, like, showcase it a little bit and, you know, actually make something meaningful out of the things that I like to talk about. But today, I just wanted to sit down and I was like, I feel like streaming. I'm feeling pretty good. I want to play this game. I want to share the experience of this game because it's a doozy. So, Fossil, the Fossil format, which is when this game was released, is essentially the first set of Pokemon, Jungle, Fossil, and then base set 2, which base set 2 is just Jungle and Fossil, or just base set and Jungle. Excuse me. And the card pool is extremely limited, but there are a lot of skill-based elements that I really like. There's a lot of different metagame choices that you can play around that you might not expect at first glance. So, how do I put it? Playing around the restrictions of the Game Boy, because for the most part, it's actually pretty one-for-one for what the game was at the time, but playing around some of the current restrictions is going to be a challenge in of itself. But on top of that challenge, I wanted to make it harder. I wanted to sit down and say, how can I make this game like a draft? I want to build this deck as I go, rather than just keep grinding until I get the right pieces, because there are some cards that are just inaccessible. For example, two of the big ones, which are the meta cards for this generation, are Pokemon Trader and Pokemon Breeder. Pokemon Trader lets you put a Pokemon from your hand back into your deck, and then grab another Pokemon of your choice and put it into your hand. What this does is that it adds a lot of consistency for decks that have more than 2 Pokemon. Not in, like, total, just 2 different kinds of Pokemon. And it makes it so that way when you have evolutionary lines, or you're just trying to toolbox for whatever basic that you need, you can just send one back into the deck, grab whatever you need, and it'll add extra consistency. Keep in mind, at this period, trainer cards didn't have a restriction of how many times that you could play them per turn, right? And this angle is unflattering. I gotta get a better chair. But trainers could be played like as many times as you wanted per turn. And playing around that has some skillful elements to it. And it's going to be really tough getting out of this beginning section, because we now have to get to the practice round. And the deck that they start you with is terrible, awful, not good. The thing that I dislike the most about this section in particular is that it is very slow, it is very tedious, and you have to do it exactly the way that they want you to, or else, you know. Ugh. But at least the bright side is that all of you who happen to be watching who haven't played the Pokemon card game, you're going to learn a little bit. So, since chat points and such aren't a thing, we should make sure to remind Magic to drink water. Normally I prefer to do it on Twitch, but OBS was being very aggressive in terms of me trying to stream. I was like, okay, here's my Twitch information. Please just let me on. And then it's just like streaming to YouTube, and I'm like, I don't want to stream to YouTube. Streaming to YouTube, and I'm like, all right, cool. I guess we're doing this. So, to sum up what's going on the screen, if you're not paying attention, because, you know, I know that sometimes people just tend to tab out and just not think about it. What's happening here is that I am having to draw 7 cards at the start of the game, and then choose a basic from my hand to be my active Pokemon. You may have up to 5 other Pokemon as your bench Pokemon. So what I had to do was I had to put a Goldeen as my active Pokemon and a Staryu as my bench Pokemon. Now, when you first start off the game, the thing about Pokemon compared to other games is that if you don't open a basic Pokemon, you shuffle until you keep mulliganing until you get a basic Pokemon. But each time you mulligan, your opponent draws a card normally. In this game, it doesn't have that restriction. So what it means is that I'm actually kind of rewarded for cheating a little bit by having way less Pokemon than I should. Also, yeah, on that screen text is slowing a bit. Oh yeah, no, the screen text is just slow. It's just slow. Because I can't change the setting until we get through the tutorial. Choose a card from your hand menu and add a water card. So, even though this UI is like really crude, I do really like it. It is very clean. I really like that it has these type of pixel art interpretations of like actual cards. Like, hang on, let me see if I can get it. Hang on. You hang on. Yeah, that's right. You thought I wasn't gonna talk about cards. I'm talking about actual cards. Surprise! I tricked you. You thought we were just playing the video game, and now I'm bringing out the cards to talk about them. I got you. You're hooked. Anyways, if you look here, I really like that they took the pixel art approach to what the artwork is. And there are some interesting interpretations of the actual cardboard cards. But, for the most part, every card that in this set, there's a physical copy of. Except, there are cards that exist only in the Game Boy games. And then there are cards that don't exist in these games. I won't go into detail because, frankly, I do not expect people to know what the heck I'm talking about at this point. But point is that I already know a lot of the physical cardboard cards. I know a lot about the old metagame, but I haven't played Pokemon in like forever. So I recently started making a cube. That looks really similar. Yeah, they did a really good job, and I really like their pixel art interpretations. It's just very clean. You drew another water energy. Your Goldeen's gonna get knocked out. You better switch it. Okay, so the second tutorial that they're trying to show us is that we can evolve Pokemon from our hand one turn after the card has come into play. So, this is important because Stage 1 and Stage 2 Pokemon, in fact, I can actually physically show you. It. This is the one thing that I hate about this game. The tutorial sucks ass. It sucks. Hang on. Again. Now, if I was a good gremlin and I actually prepared properly, I would have had these cards out ahead of time, but I wasn't thinking about it until I actually was sitting down and playing. This is a Stage 1 Pokemon. Essentially, Pokemon are either basic, which is this little Goldeen right here. A basic Pokemon can be played directly from your hand on the bench. Then you have the stages, Pokemon stages. There's Stage 1 and Stage 2. Basically, 0, 1. Make sense? You can't evolve your basic Pokemon the same turn that it comes into play. It makes the game a little bit slower, but that also means that your Pokemon are particularly weak on the first turn. What they explained last time while we were skipping it was that you can attack on the first turn in the old format. So this means a couple things. This led to a lot of non-games in the days of old. This was a dumb rule. It doesn't exist in Pokemon anymore. And you are at such a huge disadvantage if you're not going first. So the strategy that I'm going to be going with. Please follow my guidance. Do it again. Attach Goldeen, attach a Psychic Energy. Okay, fine. I'll attach the Psychic Energy. I missed 2 minutes saving a funny clip. What did you miss? Nothing. We're still in tutorial. Welcome to hell, boyo! Yeah, the tutorial is not good. Your starting deck is not good. But I want there to be a 3D platformer card game. I think they kind of exist on different axes. Like, platformers are very, like, real-time and very, skill-intensive, for lack of a better term, a better purpose, while card games tend to be slower and turn-by-turn. Like, I don't think it couldn't be done. I think if you took it like, Mega Man Battle Network approach, where you use the cards actively in real time, rather than just, you know... Yeah, I just started explaining old basics and ranting, as I do. Basically, we want to take advantage of aggressive cards. And the cards that we started with here is things like Goldeen, Seeking, etc., which are particularly weak early in the game, can't be evolved the first turn that they come down, and most importantly, they can get dunked. Donk is just a term that means when your Pokemon gets knocked out, and you have no other basic Pokemon on the bench. Basically, you can lose on first turn. You can lose on the first turn that you play before even starting the game, just because somebody just did enough damage to your Pokemon. God, this format was a mess. Don't get me wrong. I have a very big soft spot for base fossil, but it has problems. There are a lot of problems. I am feeling okay. Little tired, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Seeking's got enough energy, so you don't need to attach a water card to your bench Staryu. Okay, cool, great, neat. Can you let me play the game now? Tutorials. See, if I was actually like a little bit well prepared, I probably would have just skipped through the tutorial first. That's a whole magic. Me. Okay, one thing that I will note is that, when it comes to Pokemon, is that the turn progression ends after you attack. Typically with other games like Magic the Gathering, there's, untap, upkeep, draw, and then there's main phase, then there's combat phase, and then main phase 2, and then end phase. With lots of steps and passing what's the word I'm looking for? It's not privilege. It's whatever. There's a lot of steps and phases in between. Doesn't matter. And Yu-Gi-Oh! It has a similar format where you draw and then you draw, main phase, battle phase, and then main phase 2, end phase. Pokemon doesn't have that. Pokemon has, you have your draw phase, you have an attack, and you have your draw phase, your main phase, and your attack phase. As soon as you attack, your turn ends, and you have to play around that. So what that means, just for context of this, is that if I wanted to put an energy on my Pokemon, I have to do so before I attack. I can't attack then put energy on something after something resolves. But just because I can do something doesn't mean I should. And that's the part where they trick you. That's where there's a lot of interesting skill dynamic as well, because a lot of the trainers don't really have a cost except for things of opportunity and the lack of recursion. There are 2 major ways to get cards back from the graveyard in like Pokemon, just in this format, was Recycle, which is a coin flip, which is terrible, and then there's Item Finder, where Item Finder is where you have to discard 2 cards from your hand in order to grab a trainer. Both of these are not particularly great at refilling your hand. Then you also have Promo Mewtwo, Ghastly, and Slowpoke as 3 additional cards that let you grab things from the graveyard, but, you know, in terms of trainers bringing things back. When all of your Pokemon knocked out and there are no Pokemon on your bench, you lose the game. So, I guess since I'm also explaining a lot more of other things about basic Pokemon rules, there are 3 ways that you can win the game in Pokemon. You can win the game by getting all the prize cards, which you get a prize card from knocking out your opponent's Pokemon. You can win if their bench is empty and you knock out their last Pokemon, or you can win by deck out. We're gonna get a lot of that second and third one. There are so many either non-games or extremely long games, and there's not really an in-between. Because the pop-out chat and putting the black border, which I can watch the magic while texting. Oh, that's cool. It is particularly nice that we can do that. I didn't read the directions. Place Drowsy on the bench. Please follow my guidance. Do it again. Damn it, now I'm gonna have to read the directions again. I got distracted. Put Drowsy from your hand onto the bench. Attach an water energy to your bench Drowsy. Choose Seeking and attack your opponent with Waterfall. Okay. Neat. God, the UI is so... What's the word I'm looking for? Crude. It's extremely crude. Almost barbaric. There we go. I'm gonna just see if I can zoom it in a little bit better. There we go. So I can see it. I don't think it affected anything on your side. Oh, man. Look at how bad this chair is. Look at this. This chair stinks. There is a reason that there's a significant portion of people who preferred the TCG version of the Pokemon game rather than the video game, which are valid. I think that when it comes to Pokemon, there are so many avenues to enjoy Pokemon that there isn't a wrong way to be a fan. Like, if you're a person that just likes to collect the plushes, and that is the only way that you engage with Pokemon, that's fine. That's valid. Yeah. Well, normally, I can just kind of lean back and just kind of, hello, how's it going? But, no, my chair is not very good. You all remember my nicer chair. I did not sit in it straight. and the bottom just got trashed. So at some point I'll have to get a new chair, a new office chair, something that'll give me some better lumbar support. Right now this is just kind of a glorified stool, but your Seeking has been knocked out. Choose your bench star you. Okay. Yes, I got it, please. I know how to play. I will note about this game. Even though I fought each of the Elite Four, I haven't beaten them on my DS. So, even though I've been playing this game, I've never beaten it. So, adding an extra challenge on top of this with the gauntlet is going to be an interesting experience. I'm hoping that it helps like ground it a little bit more and add more of a draft-like quality. Touch a star you, 2-star you, and attack your opponent with slap. With slip. God, I missed the early 2000s, 2010s where I actively engaged with TCG. This is a nice return to that. That's exactly how I feel. There are goods and bads to the WotC format. A lot of people in the Pokemon card game community tend to... What's the word I'm looking for? They tend to over-exaggerate how bad the format was. And they're like, how was this ever a popular game? If it just continued as it was, Pokemon just wouldn't be a game. And it's just like, no, it was popular for more than just that. Yes, at the end of the WotC generation, that it was just kind of struggling. The print runs were extremely restricted. Things were not going great. And in terms of the metagame, there were lots of over-centralized staples, lots of just bad game design choices. But there are good things to this metagame. Like, for example, it's an extremely diverse metagame for starters. Like, the fact that it isn't just comprised of Haymaker Tier 0, just play Haymaker. There was Haymaker, Rain Dance, Venue Center. Like, I saw a list for what was called Speedrill, where it's a Beedrill that's like double energies and just Pokemon Breeder, where you just get a quickly get out Beedrill. Where, context, Pokemon Breeder is a trainer that, when you can evolve, you can play this trainer and put a Stage 2 onto the corresponding basic Pokemon. So you basically skip your Stage 1 evolution and go straight to the Stage 2. Deep lore! You are learning more about Pokemon than you ever wanted to. You're welcome. I'm sorry for dumping information. I'm going to do it again. When it comes to, like, Pokemon, I have a very big soft spot for this particular metagame because there's a lot of unique interaction. My favorite, what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction is between Gust of Wind, plus power, energy removal. Those three cards are like the big three of this generation. They were such a big defining force for whether or not games were going to be non-games or not. But playing around those is what made you a skilled player in this generation. Energy removal essentially removes energy, just says what it does on the box. Just right out the gate. Says exactly what it is. This is the neurodivergent experience. It absolutely is. But the interaction that comes from that is that you can remove any energy. So you can use this defensively to remove their energy when they're trying to just smack on you and you're on the defense. So that way you can get some time and some breathing room early game. But you can also use energy removal as an offensive tool, so that way you can remove the energy from the Pokemon that they're going to switch into to answer your threat. So you can bring something in, knock out their Pokemon, and have their energy removed for their backup Pokemon. So now not only do they have to worry about their Pokemon coming in safely, but now they have to be able to answer your Pokemon without energy. I need to get some water. I'm talking so much. Ah, better. Gust of Wind has a very simple effect. Gust of Wind switches your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon of your choice. This was extremely powerful because, say, our little Goldeen example here. Goldeen is not very thick. It has 40 HP, not a lot. Right there. And what happens is that when you have plus power, which increases the damage that you deal by 10, you can knock out their Pokemon before they've even taken their first turn. And plus power makes it so that way when your opponents are already weak, or they already have a weakened Pokemon that they just retreated or tried to pull back, so that way they can try to deny you the prizes. Instead, you can steal it back with the Gust of Wind and then knock out their Pokemon that you were already hurting on. Make sense? Good. So, that being said, the third part of the interaction with plus power, Gust of Wind, and energy removal, right? The third part of it was actually hand disruption. So this is where we have things that were severely unfun to play with. This is where we have things like Lass, where both players take all the trainers in their hand, and I think it was either discard it or shuffle it back into the deck. Either way, it was not good. It was not a good time. But this is the important distinction here. The way that these three elements played around each other was particularly skill-based. Because if you waited too long holding on to your little get out of jail free cards with your Scoop Up, Mr. Fuji switches, whatever, and they played Alas, all of a sudden you are now being stared down by their aggressive threat and you can't answer it. So, it becomes an incredibly... what's the word I'm looking for? It becomes incredibly aggressive, but it also really rewards stalling strategies and big HP, big basic Pokemon that just sit on. So there was a sort of rock, paper, scissors that happened because of it. Because even though everybody has access to these trainers, energy removal, plus power, etc., not everyone could use... Ooh. Oh. Ooh, excuse me. Please. We're still in the tutorial. Terrible. Attack your opponent with Star Freeze. Wow. Yeah, I would sure like to attack them with Star Freeze once you can actually, you know, let me play the game. That'd be nice. Oh. Another thing that's specific to this generation is that you can't switch when your Pokemon have statuses. So, sleep, paralysis, and confusion. Confusion, you have to flip a coin before you get a chance to even retreat. And if you get tails, then you deal, I think it was 20 damage to yourself. Which is dumb. It's extremely dumb. So not only is your Pokemon punished for being statused, but they're also punished if they try to leave. So playing around this generation is particularly interesting because you can lock your opponents into their Pokemon that's dying anyways, because you can just start stunning them with paralysis. You can get them confused. There's lots of different ways that you can interact. If any of you have been paying attention to my Twitter, I doubt it. Yeah, it's a big oof. It's absolutely not okay. So we have to play around that. We have to take that to our advantage and try to make it as much of a disadvantage as possible. One of the most underrated cards, I did not pay attention to that tutorial at all. But, cool. Are you gonna let me win? I took all the prizes. I win. Cool. Great. We're out of the tutorial. Great. Neat. We did it. Playing around the statuses are going to be important. And one of the most underrated cards is Full Heal. You see, in this generation, the major recovery cards were Pokemon Center, were Scoop Up, and super potion. Those are like the big three in terms of like health recovery. And in terms of trying to get out of statuses, most people prefer to use scoop up and switch. What this did is you use switch, which is a trainer that just lets you switch your active and a benched Pokemon. And this bypasses the status check, basically. So you can switch it out, switch it into a Pokemon that you actually can attack with, and then get around statuses. But you can also use switch to get around retreat costs, which is how you like return your Pokemon back to the bench. But normally that costs energy, and instead you could just use a trainer card. So you get a dual purpose with switch, which is great, cool, except when you already have Pokemon that have no retreat cost. Sorry, I'm info dumping. But full heal is important in this generation, way more important than people give it credit for, is because when you can't switch or your answer to your opponent's Pokemon is already out, you don't want to waste your switches specifically to answer your opponent. Okay, now we can get to the fun part. This is the part where it's inspired me to make this challenge. We have 3 choices. I'm sure you can guess what they're based off of. Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. I'm gonna give this to you, chat. Of any knowledge that you know about the WotC metagame, which one do you think is the best in this game? The Charizard deck you are given, the Venusaur deck you are given, or the Blastoise deck you are given? Pick one. I'm handing the baton to you. Guess. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Now, if you're thinking Blastoise, because technically speaking, Rain Dance decks were one of the big major decks during the base fossil time, you'd be correct. Except, not in this game. Unfortunately, the starter decks that they give you are all bad. What makes Rain Dance good is that you have access to things like Pokemon Trader, Pokemon Breeder, etc. But you're never going to get enough of these early enough in the game to make a decent Rain Dance deck. It's just not going to happen. The same problem with Venusaur is without the Pokemon Breeder to skip that stage 1 evolution, you just are too slow for some of these matchups and you end up just getting stomped. So what ends up happening is that this was a complaint that a lot of people had with this game, that you would pick one of these decks and get your face stomped in because you think that it's whatever the 3rd evolution is, and that's how the game was played in person with actual cards. But I will definitely show you in a second. The best deck actually for this game in particular is actually Charmander and Friends. Not that I'm picking it. I have a particular reason that I'm not going to pick it. Charmander and Friends gives you Charmeleon in multiple copies. You only get 1 copy. No matter which one you pick, you only get 1 copy of the stage 2. So you get 1 Blastoise, 1 Charizard, or 1 Blastoise. And any of you who have played a card game ever will probably know that having only 1 card is inconsistent. It's just never gonna come up. So, while yes, Rain Dance is the best of the 3 starters in terms of performance in actual tournaments and whatnot, in this game, Charmander is actually the best because it has the best stage 2. However, I'm not picking Charizard. I'm gonna pick Bulbasaur. Here's the second part of this game that makes this challenge particularly interesting. The second part of this challenge is that energies you can only really get from battling that specific gym, battling the person in this center, and then beating each of his decks to get a bunch of energies. Or, what was the last one? Oh, right. Getting them from the starter deck. So, based on the starter deck you choose, you're not choosing it for the deck. You're actually choosing it for the energy types. Because those are the parts that's going to matter for getting through the game. I have a particular idea for the deck that I want to play. And in order for me to do this specific run, I have to pick Bulbasaur. Because I need grass energy. Yeah, baby! Bulbasaur and Friends deck. Now, all that information out of the way, we've gotten past the tutorial, we've gotten our first deck. Now we get to actually do the challenge. This is where things get interesting. God, this deck is terrible. Awful. Ugh. 9 trainers. 14, 23, 28 Pokemon. 28. Keep in mind that most decks around this time had around 17-ish. This is at 28. Almost 9 to 10 more cards than an actual, like, physical deck that you would play. We're in for a treat. And know what the worst part is? Oh, yes, thank you. I will switch text speed. Thank you for reminding me. Config. Yes, thank you, thank you. Now we have to try to fix this deck. Somehow, some way. And the problem is that we only get 1 card to fix this. Even the energy that I have is terrible. Oh boy. How are we gonna make this work? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, this Flareon is not needed. We don't need fire energy for this Flareon. We don't. So that's going to be the first thing that we're going to try to work on cutting. We have the Bad Haunter. It's not the good one, it's the bad one. The Bad Haunter. Jinx, which is pretty okay. 2 Abras, the Bad Kadabra. No, this one's good. Sorry. 2 Abras, a Kadabra, Ghastly, Bad Ghastly, Bad Haunter, Jinx. We have a Hitmonchan, which is very good. Diglett Dugtrio, which is whatever. Which is another problem with this generation, was that the cards that were good were really good, and the cards that were bad were real bad. There was no in between. Why is there a Dugong in this deck? Ha! This deck is physically hurting me. Why? Why is the starter deck like this? Alright. It is what it is. Now for the hard part. We have to pick our first gym. Now, remember the rules of our challenge. We can only play through 1 gym at a time. And whatever gym we have to pick, we have to go through every single trainer before we can leave. I feel like Rock Club is going to be my best bet because our grass types and water types are going to be enough to get past any of the rock types here. And I can only beat them once. And whatever cards I get from them, I have to make work. So this is going to be interesting and it's going to be painful. Also, it sounds like my music stopped. Let's do this one. Perfect. Ooh, actually, let's listen to this one. There we go. Better music. Yeah, this game's old. It's old as dirt. It's... Whew. Like I said before, when it comes to energy management, the only way for me to get energy is by beating up the person in the Pokemon Lab, which I know for a fact you cannot beat with the starter deck. It tricks you. It makes you think you can beat them with the starter decks. It's so luck dependent. It's not worth it. Don't do it. It's just a quick way to get tilted. He's not there yet. We definitely cannot take on the Fire Club. Science Club, maybe. We might be able to take on the Science Club. Science Club has like a lot of poison types and electric types, where it's kind of like a mix. We might be able to be Science Club. Grass Club is terrible. They're so bad. I don't hate the idea of going through Grass Club maybe as a second. Maybe as a first. Because their decks are quite terrible. Water Club's hard. There's like an actual Do the Wave deck, which is like an actual deck. There are some actual decks in there. I think Rock Club is how we're gonna have to do this. Because I'm debating on whether or not we want to go through Rock Club or if we want to go through Grass Club. Because what this is going to mean is that if we go through Rock Club, we're just going to have a set amount of fighting energy to work with. Which also means that we won't have as much energy to make the deck leaner, is the best way I can put it. But with Grass Club, we would get better energy, but we'd have a harder matchup. Just because we don't have any positive matchups. Alright, send it. Let's go. Go for it. I'm sorry, I forgot Ronald exists. I forgot this guy exists. Every time I forget he exists, he's your rival of this game. And every time he pops up, I'm like, who are you? That's Ronald. He's a character. That exists. Okay. Hi, I'm Matthew, member of the Rock Club. Fine. Send it. I might have to choose the easier one, but he's the first on the list. Oh, it's so bad. Alright, Eevee. Eevee's good enough. Calling any of these places they're typing along with club is very hilarious out of context. They're little clubs. I don't like this. Alright. Send it. I'd be a part of a poison club. I'm just a big fan of poison types. Or a bug club. In real life, I'm like a big bug fanatic. I don't think I have my cicada out at the moment, but I have a cicada that's like in a little case. Oof. Oof, I don't like this. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright. Screw it. Make it work. We're gonna make it work. Oh, have y'all seen the new Gym Elite Four member? Elite Four member. Where he's just a dude and he's just the normal type Elite Four member. I love that. He's just a guy. What was his name? Larry? I am convinced that he's just the stand-in for one of the developers. Okay, Nidorann's real good for me. That's what I want to see. There we go. Nidoran is one of the reasons that I wanted to go for Bulbasaur here. So if we deal 30, we can deal 60, which means that I'd have to still attack it twice in order to knock it out. And still I'd have to flip well in order to make this work. So let's go for Defender. Hornetap, the flip time, baby! We did not. So Nidoran is a grass type, because for some reason poison types were considered grass types in this generation. This generation was weird. But Nidoran in particular has the highest base stat total, or highest attack per energy ratio in the game. But the problem is that even though you deal 30 damage with one energy, which is real good, tied with Farfetch'd as being the highest for one energy, you have to flip a coin. And while strong, it is very strong. It's very random. All right, come on. Ah, we got it. Bop! Bop! That's aggressive damage. Now that's a lot of damage. I don't think there's any gaming clubs, at least in Pokemon. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. Defense up, how dare you? Okay. Nope. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is why I said we're in for a fun time. I love spending an entire card to flip a coin. Because, you know, just letting me have an effect is just outright would be just too strong. Not that there's already Pot of Greed in this game, just unconditional draw 2. I am losing so many coin flips. Oh god, the energy is so inconsistent. And I have to have grass for that. Give it to Krabby, I guess. I could start just dumping it on Eevee. I'll just start dumping it on Eevee. Come on! Yeah, we got it! Get out of here! Get out of here! Alright, now I just have to get through, what, 3 more Pokemon? Jesus. We're in for a treat. I'm so glad that I went with the Bulbasaur deck. Ah, okay, thank God. Might as well just use plus power here. Professor Oak. Come on, give me a good card. Sure. Oh, they're all so bad. Kangaskhan's good. I like Kangaskhan. Put it on the Kangaskhan. All right, come on. Heads, baby. Not heads. Damn it. It's gambling with extra steps. Oh, I just put Krabby on the bench. Oops. That's okay. Strategy, baby! Don't tell me. Okay, good. I was about to say, please don't tell me I only have 1 Krabby in here. That would be extra insult, where it'd just be like, oh, hey, by the way, you have a single Krabby. Well, for why? Okay, sure. Thanks, I guess. Why? Okay, sure. Why is a revive in here? God, this deck is so bad. I want to switch things out. don't like any of these. Put it on Nidoran. Fine. Guess I'll put the Bulbasaur. Nope, never mind. Fetch more. Kangaskhan's really good. Everything's a 50-50. Welcome to coin flips, baby. All right, come on. That's it. Why? Why does this deck have a Tangela? At this point, I'm just trying to generate as much card advantage as possible and hoping I get an answer. Please. Bury me in card advantage. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, Pokemon does not have a hand limit, a card limit for hand. So I can just fill up my hand with my entire deck if I wanted. Not saying I'm going to, just saying I can. Metapod, I guess. Okay, Krabby. Draw cards! Draw cards! Draw cards! Big count. Every card is terrible! Alright, I'm a prize behind. It's fine. We'll make it work. At least I don't have to take the gamble. Bulbasaur is now an Ivysaur. Iron Grip. There we go. Can we donk it? Can I get rid of it? Knock it out. Come on. Is it gonna happen? I guess I'll put it on the Metapod. I don't know, none of these Pokemon are particularly good. All these Pokemon, not good. I'll just knock out the Keybone, and now we're even on prizes. For the moment, until Krabby's knocked out. Oh, trying to make this work. In order for me to beat this Onix, I'm gonna have to switch probably to Nidoran. Nidoran has a pretty good matchup with this. I'll put another one on Metapod, I guess. Come on! Heads! No, it's not heads! Big damage, big risk. C'est la vie. Just me doing my big gay things with my big gay cup. And heads. Yeah, baby. Let's go. 60 damage. All right. Can we get it again? Coin flips, baby. Welcome to early game of the Game Boy game. This is going to be our life for the first few rounds. I only needed 2 for the stun spore. Only need 2 for that. Only need 2 for that. I don't know. None of these are particularly exciting. I guess I'll put Ivysaur on. I don't know. None of these are particularly good. Come on! Coin flip! Yeah! Let's go! Get out of here! What am I supposed to do with this? Get this trash away from me. True skill, baby! Alright, put that on Ivysaur. Let's retreat. Bring in our Metapod. And now let's try to close. Time to close, baby! Bop! First game won. We did it. We can now never fight this person ever again. Alright. Pray for me. Send your wishes. Actually, that's pretty good. Getting an Aerodactyl and double colorless is particularly good. Well, I don't have any fossils at the moment, but once I do get fossils, if I do get fossils, then Aerodactyl's gonna be huge. That's gonna be a big factor for us. We got a double colorless energy though, so I can't complain. Excuse me. Booster number 2. Oh god, a Kabutops. No, at least I got a Mr. Fuji. Oh god. For context, this is one of the worst Pokemon during this generation, if not the worst. It's just so not good. Not only is it like extremely type restrictive, but it requires 3 stages, and 2 of those stages are bad. One of them is literally an item with 10 HP. It's so bad. Oddish, I guess. I could try to make that, use that to make it more lean, I suppose. Alright. Let's go ahead and get my free booster pack. See if we can make something happen. Brrr. Drum roll! I got a Raichu, a Kadabra, Nidorino. Ooh, I do like Nidorino. Not because Nidorino is like particularly relevant this generation, but because it'll let me extend my Nidoran boys a little bit. Pokeball would be good. That would extend me a little bit. Jigglypuff's particularly useful. Machops particularly useful. That one was a pretty okay pack. Yes, we beat our first person. That's what happened. We won some coin flips. We beat our first person. And now I'm trying to open packs. Pray for me. Alright. That's a Blastoise. Rapidash, Butterfree, Pokemon Flute. Another Bulbasaur. Ghastly, Bellsprout. Ugh. Ooh, that's rough. I do like the Rapidash, but we're not in fire. We're not in fire, so I don't know how we're gonna make this work. Butterfree's not particularly great either. Bulbasaur is pretty okay if we can make an like energy trans deck, because you know, energy trans. Hey. Not super thrilled at that. At least we got another grass energy. All right, we're not gonna move any further until I modify this deck. First of all, adding another grass energy. Getting rid of those fire energy. Just trash them. I don't need fire energy. That is a brick. We don't need it. Throw in the Mr. Fuji. Throw in a Pokeball. What else can I add? Gust of Wind and 2 potions and a Pokemon Flute, I guess. No, wait, no, this is the bad one, isn't it? It's bad. I'd rather just not run that. Okay, well, could run 2 Jigglypuff, I suppose. There is an advantage to having 2 Jigglypuff, is that it does let me attack with double energy, but I only have 1 double energy anyways, so not quite what I'm looking for. Let's try to cut a bunch of this energy. I just don't need that much. We need consistency, damn it. Let's look at this. We got some more Bulbasaurs, a single Ivysaur, and a single Venusaur. So remember that thing that I told you about the starting deck not being particularly good? This is what I was talking about. You only get one. One. No consistency at all. And keep in mind, you can open any of these cards. It's not like the starter deck is particular in any different direction. You are just picking the starter deck just for the energy. Which is, you know, also what makes this particular challenge interesting, because I have to plan my energy around my drafts. I still only have 2 Nidoran boys, 2 Nidoran girls. But it's just not fantastic. It has Stun Spore. It has something. I'll take it, I guess. Tangela, which also just has Stun Spore, I guess. Not super thrilled with any of those, but that's okay. I just don't want Seal and Dugong. Seal and Dugong. Like, why would you include a Pokemon that has 2 pips blue in a grass deck? It's not just 1 pip, it's 2 pips. That is not good. See, even Kingler is just rough. None of these I want to play. See, at least with Seeking's at least a decent Pokemon. Like, dealing 30 damage for 2 is really good rate. Solid retreat cost, no resistances, but like, it's pretty good. I don't mind having Seeking. Vaporeon I like a lot because, you know, 2 pips of energy color just to deal 10 to 30 damage on a coin flip is pretty good. Especially if I'm just using it for coverage. So I guess I'll throw in the Jigglypuff. I guess I'll throw in... Is this the Game Boy Meowth? Yeah, that's the Game Boy Meowth. That one's the Payday Meowth. I guess I'll throw that in. What? The Persian's not good, but it is certainly better than whatever the hell I currently have. None of those are playable. None of these are playable. Yet. Hitmonchan is playable. It's fantastic. One of the best card in this generation is Hitmonchan. You know, behind all the broken trainers. The best Pokemon. Aerodactyl's real good, but I can't play it yet. I appreciate you too. And Chop real good, but I only have 1, so there's no point. Electric types, both of these, well, Pikachu can gnaw for 10, but like, Voltorb is particularly cheap. It would give me some coverage, but like, I don't know. I don't want to worry about it for just a Voltorb and Electabuzz. Alright, well, I think that is as good as we're going to be able to get it. We're just going to need to add 1 more Pokemon. We'll add the Flareon. Yep. Alright. Send it. Our deck is now slightly less terrible. Slightly less. It's still terrible, but at least it's slightly less terrible. Alright, in Gauntlet formation, I now have to choose this person. The good news is that after this one is a 3 prize. And as long as they don't play Aerodactyl, I should be okay. I don't even have a basic energy in this hand. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that. I guess I'll have to use Kangaskhan. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use Kangaskhan and just stall slightly. It is not a good deck. We're gonna get it to be a good deck. It's just not there yet. I'll go ahead and put these on my bench. I already know that this person isn't particularly threatening when it comes to my bench, so I'm just gonna play around that and try to get set up. Remember that thing that I said really early on in the stream where I was like, there is a particular like set of skills for this generation? Part of that is determining how you're going to put things into the bench. Like early game, if you put something in the bench and if you don't put something in the bench and you get donked, then part of that is on you for making that choice. The other part of it is sometimes luck dependent of, I just didn't get another basic. More importantly, when you're setting up your bench, you have to ask, if this gets gust of winds, how likely am I just to get run over from there? So I can understand my matchup with this one, that it's going to be a lot of Cubone, a lot of Sand Slash, a lot of Sand Shrews, Cubone, whatever. It's not going to be a lot of things that are specifically targeting my bench, so I can feel pretty safe setting up. Not saying it's perfect, just saying pretty safe. God, there's so many different kinds of evolutions. And I missed the Pokeball. I love coin flip cards. Ah, that's brutal. Now I'm just gonna have to pass the turn. Excuse me. Ugh, Pokeball is so bad. What were they thinking? Oh, I'm gonna make a tutor, but it can't tutor unless you flip a coin. I love it. I love having my consistency option being restricted behind randomness. Love it. Pass. I'm at least gonna stall a little bit of time. At least with Kangaskhan, it'll give me at least a couple turns to get set up. Oh, thank God. Don't want to use on a Tangela, Eevee, or Goldeen. So I'll just put it on Kangaskhan so that way I can use Fetch. Which, you know, Kangaskhan, good. Lifesaver. Save your Kangaskhan. Look at this. Look at that. I just got a pot of greed. All hail the Kangaskhan. Oh, God. Oh, God. Whew! 60 damage! Oh! Oh, my Kangaskhan! Coin flips, insert clip of him saying, oh, my favorite! Oh, my favorite! Bill, please? I activate Pot of Greed, which lets me draw 2 cards from my top of my deck. Do I have switch? I can't retreat, I can't switch. So Fuji's not doing a lot for me right now. I guess I can start setting up Tangela. Because Tangela is probably how I'm going to turn this back around. Because right now, I am not on the beatdown. So I'll just take my fetch, grab another card. Oddish might be useful here. I am not on the beatdown. I am being bullied. Please help. Goodbye, Kangaskhan. You have served me well. God bless. Alright. Come on, Tangela. It's all up to you now. Coin flip city, baby. Alright. Wait. Did I need? Well, yes, it is worth it. The answer is yes, it's worth it. Send it. Not a heads. That would have been particularly useful, but say la vie. Ah, fucking shit. Alright. Excuse my language. Sorry, I should not be cussing on YouTube. This is how I get canceled. I have at least a turn before it could attack, thankfully. So I'll just use Poison Whip. Whack! Get poisoned, idiot! Poison! Good! Poison's so good! This is the discovery that I made playing this game. Poison's good. It's real good. What people don't realize about poison is that it's not just at the end of their turn, it's at the end of each turn. So the turn I use it, they take 10. Their turn, they take 10. My turn, they take 10 again. If they can't switch, they're stuck with it. You've gone this long, you're fine. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. I love to see it, baby! We just snagged it. Whack! Whew! We just beat the crap out of a pony size. What happened? Oh. 0 damage. Alright. Let's make it happen, Captain. Let's put that on Oddish. Let's go ahead and go for Poison Whip or Stun Spore. Poison Whip. It's better for me to get poison early. Poison's so good. It's so good. Like, I recently had this discovery with Weedle in particular, of all the Pokemon, where I was just like, Weedle's kind of insane. Like, you're paying one grass energy in order to deal 10 damage and flip a coin. If it's heads, they get poisoned. If you get the heads, you get 10 damage from the attack, 10 damage immediately from the poison at the end of your turn. Then it's your opponent's turn, and if they can't switch, then they take another 10 damage. They took 30 damage from me flipping heads, and guarantee take 10. And what's worse is because they couldn't switch, it goes back to my turn again, which means I get to deal another 20 damage. 10 from my attack and 10 from the poison. I can deal 50 damage. 50 damage with one attack if I flip heads. And that's only if I flip heads at least one of those 2 coin flips. It's good. It's so good. Anytime that you can get poison early is just absurd. Yeah, Kangaskhan, our Lord and Savior. Got us a ton of cards, got us a ton of card advantage, and put us back into the game. Send it! Also, what's interesting about the card game, compared to actual Pokemon card game, or Pokemon game, is that status conditions stack. So, poison counters and burn counters can be stacked with sleep, and with paralyze, and with confuse, which, like, confuse was part of the normal game anyways. But the point is that you can stack poison and burn with other status conditions, which means that Tangela here, the Game Boy exclusive version of Tangela, lets me not only poison, but also paralyze, which makes it particularly good. At all. Oh. Coin flips work both ways, baby! Ah-ha-ha! We're gonna put on a defender, just to be safe. Let's go ahead and go for Poison Whip. Whatcha! My favorite part about inflicting status conditions is that it gets around the annoying agility-based attacks, where it's just like, I can't take damage! Ooh, look at me! And I'm like, I don't need to deal damage, you're poisoned! Take a tick! Take your tax! You have Rhydon in your deck! Why do you have Rhydon in your deck? Rhydon is so bad! Sorry, I'm aware that I'm a little high energy at the moment. You see why I wanted to stream this game, though. It is particularly exciting. Even though there are lots of coin flips that are frustrating, there are a lot of moments where it's like, oh, you failed the coin flips. I'm ready to go. Let's put this on the seeking. Wacha! Bye-bye! 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 Alright, bring back out that Marowak. Yeah, this game brings out many gremlin. Whew! Whew! 30 damage! Hi caramba! I'll put it on seeking. Let's use potion. Try to stay in the game. That was probably a waste of potion, actually. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're running with it. Send it. Woo! We got it! We got the paralyze. Know what that means? Next turn, we gotta kill it with poison. Aya babi! Aya babi! Send it! Whack! Whack! Give me that prize card. This is going exceptionally well. I thought this would be a lot more excruciating, but we've gotten lucky so far. Quote me on it. So far, we've gotten lucky. I do actually have an Eevee. Meowth, I guess? Flareon? I'll put it on the Flareon. Oh, I probably should have played Vaporeon. It's fine. It's fine. We're going for it. Send it! Whack! 20 damage due to weakness. An additional 10 damage due to poison. Then it's their turn. It's too expensive to switch. Oh no, I can't attack this turn. What a travesty. Oops, except you're poisoned. Oops. Da, 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 da. Is there anything I can do here? It costs 3 to retreat. No, sorry, it costs 2 to retreat. Is it even worth retreating? If I stay in, it'll die to a horn attack, so I have to switch. I gotta go for it. Let's go for Oddish. Which, you know, is the other reason that I decided to go for green. We have so many paralyze effects. So many of them. 20 damage. Extra 10 damage. I just dealt 30 damage of poison. That's value, baby. We got it. Person number 2, down. We almost got through our first gym. We're almost through the first club. What's fun about this game is that unlike the actual Pokemon, like the mainline games, that this one actually lets you choose the progression of the gyms that you get to like go through way before Scarlet and Violet. Way before Scarlet and Violet. This was the first one that let you actually choose your gym progression. Because, go figure, it's based on the cards that you have, not the actual level of your Pokemon. Excuse me. We have another Nidorino. Just fine. Charmeleon, I don't hate. For context, this was the reason that I said Charmeleon was the best of the 2 decks, because this one is generically playable, while the other ones are not. This is a great generically playable fire card in this generation. Abra, another potion I would like to add in, another Jigglypuff I would like to add in, and a fighting energy. Dugtrio, rough. Kadabra, rough. Raticate, I don't have a Rattata. Another Charmeleon, I don't hate. Oh, another Bill. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that's exciting. I'm gonna make cuts. Ooh, and a second Tangela. Ooh, we got lucky that one. I gotta make cuts. This is what I'm really enjoying about this challenge, is that it's forcing me to have to play with cards that I normally don't touch. Where's my Tangela? Put in 2 Tangelas. I'm gonna keep the Oddish. No reason to keep 2 Nidorinos, and I only have 1 Nidoran boy. Metapod is fine. It's fine. It's fine, it at least can paralyze. It's not the best, but whatever. What else can we add? Let's add the Jigglypuff, because Jigglypuff is consistent. Raticate, which I can't play. 2 Meowth and a Persian. Kangaskhan, which I already have, and then the 2 Eevees, which I already have. Let's cut Venusaur, because Venusaur is dead card. Add a second build, baby! Let's add a 3rd potion, because I can. Let's... I can't add any more grass energy just yet. Man, this is rough. 12, 13 energy. Nope, I have to split it. I don't like that. Well, if I'm gonna have to split it, I would rather have a bunch of fighting types. Because I know water takes care of fire, but I'm not at the point where I have to worry about fire types, per se. I am at the point where I need to deal with just early threats so that I can go for donks. 3 Machops, very good. A Hitmonchan, yes, very, very good. Which means that now we can run 5 fighting energy instead. And then we can cut a couple Jigglypuffs, a couple Meowths, Persian. I do like that Meowth. I'll keep the Persian. I guess I'll cut the Jigglypuffs for now. Oh, right, I can cut the Eevees. Alright, cool. Perfect. Our deck is now slightly better. We actually have a consistent deck. And now the good news is that we just reached the easier one. This one only has 3 prizes, which makes it a lot faster than the other one. Because the first one we had was a 4 oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. First one we had was 4 prize cards. Second one we had was 3, or, yeah, 4? 4. And then this one's also 3. I have a fighting energy and I have a Machop. That is Dunk. That is a Dunk. And I guess I'll put a Bulbasaur on the bench. We're going for it. Let's go for the Dunk. Ooh, I gotta go first. Oh, do I get to do it? Oh, am I gonna live the dream? Oh, sorry, am I being too loud? What needs to be adjusted? Is it my microphone or is it the desktop audio? It's the mic. Oh, sorry. My bad. I accidentally hit it. My bad, my bad. It happens. Alright. Let us continue. Oh, let's see. Can we live the dream? Can I please get a dunk? Oh. I didn't see a bench. I didn't see a bench. Oh, we might have a dunk. If we can win this coin flip, we got a dunk. Heads, baby! Yeah, we got it! Woo! Yeah! We got a dunk! Remember what I said at the beginning of the stream, where sometimes you'll just lose? Sometimes you just lose because you have nothing on the bench? This is what I'm talking about. That's what I want. That is why you play Machop. That is why you play the haymakers. Yeah, Bobby! Another Blastoise. Another Marowak. Rapidash. Sandslash. I don't hate seeing those. Those are I particularly like those. A Caterpie. Another Eevee. An Energy Search is real good for me right now. And another Fighting Energy. Let's go. I got a Charizard. That's neat. Another Sandslash, another Marowak, a Super Potion. That's worth adding. Another Eevee, which Eevee's particularly good. And then another Fighting Energy. Well, the good news is that we got through the gym. The bad news is that we're now at their leader. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna push us a little further. Because I can only fight each of them once. So we just gotta make it work. I'd straight up rather cut the Jigglypuffs, put back in the 4 Eevees, now that we have a little bit more of a consistency to them. I'll put back in the Vaporeon, I guess, just so that way I'm not completely boned against fire. And then I guess we'll put in a couple Flareons. Cool, and which means that now I get to cut these. Goodbye. I might cut the Caterpie at some point. For now, this will just have to do. We're not getting a ton of grass types, so we're just having to do the best that we can. Cut the Persian? Yeah, let's just... Yeah, let's cut the Persian. Because while the Payday Meowth isn't great, the fact that I can deal damage and have a chance to draw more cards is particularly good when I need consistency real bad. Energy Search, very good. Super Potion, very good. Which means that I can cut 2 more cards, which means I can cut... I don't want to cut the Meows, they're just too generically playable. I don't want to cut those because those are the only good cards in my deck at the moment. Let's cut the Metapod. Yeah, we're gonna cut the Metapod. Maybe Nidorangle? It does have relevant HP, but that coin flip to deal 330 is not good. Those odds are bad. I guess we're gonna put Persian back in. Alright. Send it. Let's go. We're going for it. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna get destroyed because this is a stall deck. Whew. Unless I can get lucky. Might be able to get lucky here. I have to be careful because this is going to be a stally deck where it's going to rely a lot on like things like Onyx and whatnot. I do get to be on the play, so that's pretty good. Let's use Bill. Keep digging. Oof. Not particularly thrilled, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Horn Hazard, let's go! Yeah! We got the coin flip. Can we get a donk? Can we get a donk? I think we're gonna donk him. Wait, hang on. Wait. Is it gonna happen? Ah, we almost had a donk there. Wait, he didn't put anything on the bench. Oh, yes, he did. Damn. That was that close. We almost had a donk, but it's okay. We almost knocked it out. That's okay. C'est la vie. Knock it out. Damn. Coin flips, baby. The lucketh giveth, and it taketh away. There is no in between. We were that close. A second donk in a row would have been so good. Bunch of EVs with no energy is not a good sign. Go for it. Send it. That is the third tails in a row. Oh, we are in trouble. Come on. Damn, 4 tails in a row. No, come on. This is just gambling with extra steps. I'm about to get rocked. Literally. Come on, make it work. No, it's 5 in a row. No. Coin flips, no. Oh no. Still no energy, so there's no point in me switching. Go for it. 6 in a row, no! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh no! It giveth and it taketh away. At least we have a potion. Go for it. Oh, we got it. It's probably gonna survive. Wait, nope, never mind, it's dead. All right. Fingers crossed we don't just get knocked right out right afterwards. Oh. 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 What do I need to search for? I have Flareon, Tanklon, Persian. I guess a Vaporeon wouldn't be a terrible thing to search right now, or a Hitmonchan. Or Kangaskhan. Well, maybe not Kangaskhan in this matchup. We finally got the Pokeball at least. We got a little bit. It giveth. We are on the giveth side right now. I don't hate the idea of grabbing a Vaporeon. Oh, I don't have an Eevee. Yes, I do. That's why I grabbed the Vaporeon. My brain are big. Alright, send it! Kacha! Oh, it's a Tails. Alright. 1. Okay, only 10 damage. Whew. We got a Fighting Energy. Put it on the Flareon, I guess. Let's evolve my Eevee into Vaporeon. Know what? Go for it. Let's go. Send it. Woo! Sending it. Let's go. We have 4 more prizes to go. There's a long way. It's a long way down. Oh boy. There goes Nidoran. But that's okay. Because now we can put in Flareon. Flareon now has a chance to knock it out. You'll use Revive to put Nidoran boy back on the bench. And then... send it! Yeah! Let's go! Whack! Let's go! All skill, baby! Alright. 1, 2, oh. Dude is scary. I've had that thing hit 7. I've had it hit 70 damage. It's scary. Not because it's consistent. It's not consistent at all. It's its inconsistency that's scary. It either does no damage, 10 damage, or like all of your life gone. All in one go. There is no in between. Let's go ahead and put a potion on Nidoran boy, I guess. Send it! Oh, it's okay. Not like it even if I got the heads there, it's not like it would have contributed to a KO there. One, 2, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, good. 30 damage. Coin flips, baby! Let's send it back for Vaporeon. Let's go ahead and use Mr. Fuji to shuffle it back into the deck. Let's go ahead and play another Eevee, I suppose, and then we'll go for an attack, quick attack. Send it! Nope. That's okay. Oh, you bastard! Sorry, language. You shrewd old man, Gene! You let this happen! You shrewd old man! Let it happen! What are you weak to? Grass. It's risky. It is extremely risky, but it could pay off. It's risky. Screw it. Let's go for it. Oh! Hello! 20 damage. It doesn't matter. I don't need to deal the damage. I just had to get a paralysis down. Okay. Hello, friend. Hope you are doing good. Sounds like you're having fun with this old Pokemon game. I am. I enjoy playing card games in particular anyways, so this is a natural fit. It's just a good fit for me, and I particularly like being able to enjoy the ups and the downs. It is just gambling with extra steps, I'm sorry. None of these are particularly helpful. Send it! Nope. That is not gonna cut it, Chief. Oof. I only have to deal 20 more damage, but like, ugh. Oof. Ooh, a double colorless. That is exactly what I needed. I'll put it on Vaporeon. Yeah, Vaporeon. That is why the evolutions are good, by the way, because you can use the double colorless to pump them up. Send it. The coin flip doesn't matter, it's dead anyways, but whew. We have 2 more prizes to go. 2 more. Oh, and we're gonna have to fight for it. Goodbye, Tangela. I loved you. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Alright. Another Machop is not helpful. See, this is the problem with the early game. Is the early game, you just have so much garbage, so much Pokemon that just fill your slots. Because you have nothing better to play. Send it. Nope. That ain't it, Chief. I can't keep trading damage with that Onix. Put it on Nidoran Boy, maybe? I could put it on Persian. I think Nidoran Boy is more likely to snag this game. Send it! Nope. That is so many tails in a row. Vaporeon, you're really letting me down. Also, I just realized our music stopped. Let me fix that. We're gonna go for the Johto lo-fi mix. Johto. Energy Search is actually extremely helpful. That is exactly what I need. Do we have a Machop on the bench? Yes, we do. I don't have a Hitmonchan, so I'll just go ahead and put it on Hitmonchan. Send it! Ah, man, 3 tails in a row, that's rough. I am hitting so many tails this game. Rough, rough, rough. Don't call me a dog. Ah. So here's the thing. I could switch. I could go for the Nidoran, and I could just try to knock it out. Flip a coin, it'll just be done. Or I can keep trying to ride out the Vaporeon in this 1v1. Either way, it's not a particularly great position. Because you have big Dugtrio, a Geodude, and a Rhyhorn. Ugh. Ugh. And that Earthquake is scary. That Earthquake's scary. Ooh, I don't like that. Well, okay, let me think. Because if I keep my Vaporeon in, and then keep chunking it out, trading 10 for 10 like I've been doing, then eventually they're going to have to either switch out that Onix, or they're just going to have to let it die. Which will give me either my last prize or the other one. Or if I go for Nidoran, knock it out, they send in Dugtrio, knock out my Nidoran in return, I get the Dugtrio out of the way, deal 10 to each of their bench. But the problem is that I don't think I can answer Dugtrio with the rest of my board. And I think only Nidoran Boy has the opportunity to answer it if I were to do it that way. Ugh, I don't like that. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep trying to go for it. Okay, interesting. Golem. Or you could just play good cards. That's an option too. If I had an extra energy, Super Potion would be really helpful right now. We're getting to a scary point of the game. My aggro cards are starting to get outscaled. Oh, I don't like that. And you have how many prizes left? 4? Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to keep going for it. Keep sending it. Whew, I got a grass energy. Okay, we might be able to make this work. Could I get a plus power? Do I have plus powers? I don't think I do. We're gonna have to go for Machop in order to just chunk it down. Nidoran Boy is particularly helpful. I could go for Oddish, and Oddish would give me at least a chance. I'm thinking Oddish is my best bet. Yeah, because both of those are particularly weak to grass, but the problem with Nidoran is that if I miss the coin flips, then I just lose. Houston, we may have a problem. We are currently approaching what is dubbed Snafu? Snafu? I don't get it. Oh no, wait! I shouldn't be putting this much stuff on the bench. Oh, I've been making a mistake. No, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just keep writing it out. Go for another low kick. Just letting my Machop die. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. All right, come on. Oh, that's not good. That's real not good. This is bad. Wait, actually, I think I just won. He didn't switch. He didn't switch! Woo! We got it! Let's go! We got our first medal! We did not deserve this medal at all, but we got it. We lucked out of it. Alright. Bless my polls. Ooh, Lickitung, double a colorless energy. Ooh. Beautiful. Both of those, real good. Top. Back in 2014, when there were retro games still being played, Lickitung over there is one of the more recent developments, in terms of the Base the Fossil Metal game. And this thing was not played back in Base the Fossil. But the remodernized meta of this format actually now entirely revolves around how this thing interacts with Haymaker. So that's a real good pull. And a Psychic Energy. Not bad. Alright. Ooh, we got a Dragonite. That's neat. That's a good card. I don't have any of the other line, and I know it's very statistically unlikely that I'll get it. And we have a third double colorless energy. Hell yeah! Let's go! Some more Vulpixes, which is good. Another Payday Meowth. Execute for the Executor. That is pretty okay. And now I cannot duel any of these people ever again. Now I have to figure out where I'm going to next with everything that I just drafted. I need to go to the bathroom while I digest on this, so I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. There it goes. Okay. We are back. Sorry about that. I just really had to go pee, but I didn't want to go while we were at the peak of that gym. It wasn't going to happen. I'm thinking we're going to do grass next. They are particularly easy to beat. All of their decks are particularly weak. And it would give us more grass energy, which would let us just cut out a lot of that extra just chunk. So let's go for grass. Like, the alternative is I go for grass, but there aren't a lot of grass types that are weak to... there aren't a lot of water types that are weak to grass rather than weak to electricity. I'll give you this violet plume in exchange for an oddish. Well, I don't have a gloom, and I need my oddish, so no. Normally that'd be a good trade, but no. You have a choice of fire types to steamroll them as well. I do. I could adjust if I need to. Most importantly, I think we have... Nope, we don't have it yet. I think we had some things that we could edit our deck with. Notably, we had 2 more double colorless energy. That's super lucky. Do we want to keep fighting at this point? I don't think it's worth keeping the fighting types at this point. Because while the appeal for the donk is there, and in this particular matchup, I just need to go leaner. Excuse me. Oof. Did I get another payday mouth? I'm totally fine with having another payday mouth. Still no Rattachas, and that's unfortunate. Those 2 are Flareons. We did not get any more of the Nidorans. We only got more Nidorinos, and that's not particularly helpful. At least we have Flareons, and Flareons are going to really help sell us this matchup. Tangela's been really good. Did we get any trainers? I didn't think we got any trainers. No. But I do want to cut Revive, maybe. Is there something that's a 1-of that we could add? I thought we got a Lickitung. There it is, Lickitung. That's a perfect 1-of. Not saying that I want my deck to have a bunch of 1-ofs, but at least slightly slimming it out is going to be better over time, so... Excuse me. Oh, right. Before I continue, I need to edit the energy. Oh, that's right. That's why I had to split it. My brain are big. My brain are big. I completely forgot the whole reason that we were having to add those. Let's cut this Meowth. Let's cut the Lickitung. Let's cut the Persian. And just keep the Payday Meows. And then we'll put back in my 2 Machops and a Hitmonchan. What was the other card that I could cut? I feel like there should be another card that I can cut. Nidorino wouldn't be a terrible cut. We are slowly advancing like a snail in an attempt to chase an immortal. Oh, wait, what? Oop. What did I just pull? Oh, it was my light. I guess we're just gonna have to cut an energy. Because if I have to run these, then I need to run at least 4. I could cut the Payday Meowth. I don't have to play it. But I'm particularly hurting for consistency, so Payday Meowth is going to help a lot. Cut Revive? I don't like Revive, so we can cut Revive. Just for the moment. Once we have more grass energy, which we'll be able to do now that we're at this club, then I will gladly cut the fighting types out of here. Alright. First match of this club. Let's make it count. Never heard of that? It boils down to you get to be immortal, but they're... Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. The snail that forever advances to you. Yeah. Durampo is a good opening. I like that. I like that a lot, even though we only have that as the basic. Ooh, that's the only basic we have. On the bright side, we can donk them. On the downside, we can also get donked. So, we're going to find out how this goes. They have a bench and we don't, and they gotta be on the play. Thankfully, nothing happened. But, whew, I did not like that. At least I get to pick whatever I need now. It is extremely more likely that I draw into an Eevee than a Flareon, so I'm just gonna grab the Flareon. It was probably a mistake for me to do this, but that's okay. Alright, let's just send it. Send it! Ah, nothing happened. C'est la vie. We're gonna take 10, and we're not paralyzed, so that's a good sign. Alright. Okay, good. Kangaskhan. We're not in danger anymore. My heart was racing. I was like, oh, I don't want to get donked for me being greedy. Oh, okay, cool. Neat. Okay. Go for it. Be my guest. It just blew itself up. You missed the pack opening. We beat the last club. We're now at the grass club. And I'm not the first person there. Nidoran Girl's not particularly helpful here, but I guess I'll go for it. At least I'll be able to get some consistency. I got my Eevee, so that's good. Lost 6 coin flips in a row. Yeah, whew. Yeah, we have a pretty good deck that's starting off. I'm really liking this challenge. I think that it feels a lot like I'm drafting. It reminds me a lot of the play experience when I'm playing like Slay the Spire, where you start with like a select amount of cards, and then you're kind of having to adjust your deck as you go through each of the areas, which is kind of the experience that I wanted from this challenge, where it's just like, I have to fight each of them just once, or win against each of them just once, and then make do with whatever I got. Good news is, we have Eevee, we have Flareon. So it means that we are going to have a Flareon live here in a second. Which means that we're going to be able to run over pretty much everything. Which is it's a good thing. Just another Eevee. Another grass energy on the Eevee. Let's go for Flareon. There we go. Now it's live. Now we're gonna go for fetch. We need that consistency, baby. Kangaskhan, our Lord and Savior, here to give us card advantage in our time of need. God bless. I have never loved Kangaskhan more than I have in this game. She's the Virgin Mary of my playthrough. Go for it. Yeah, I barely beat the club leader. It was that close. I was really worried. They were set up, all of my aggro cards were starting to get scaled out, and I managed to just snag that last kill. I guess we'll just send it. Okay. Ah, man. That could have been an Oko, and now they switched it. Damn it. And it's not like I have Gust of Wind to just snipe it out. Oh, cool. Great. Now I have the plus power, at least. It's okay. I have my solution. Call for family, baby! Where is it? Nidoran boy! That's the whole reason I'm still gonna run Nidoran girls, just so I have extra. Because I just need those I need that aggression. The Nido aggro deck is what I'm gonna call it, where it's just Nidos, and then I'm just gonna try to... It's not a boyfriend's deck, mind you, where boyfriends was the Nidoqueen mechanic. No, it's just where I'm using Nidorans, and then trying to take advantage of their flips with plus powers as an aggro deck. My thought process is, if I can play this like a mono red aggro deck in Magic the Gathering, then I might be able to cheese out some easy victories from some of these NPCs. At least that's the thought process. It is very inconsistent, but it has a potential of just knocking things out super early before they're even ready for me. Can't cause paralyze. Am I gonna full heal? I really don't want to have to full heal. No, I want to save my full heal for an emergency. This is not an emergency situation. Damn, come on, please. Luck giveth and luck taketh away. Lady Luck is a cruel mistress. None of those are particularly worth putting on. I will, however, use a potion. I will use a potion. Because I may have time, but I don't have the energy to waste. God! 3! I got paralyzed 3 times in a row! Please! I just want to move! I don't want to have to full heal. Please don't make me full heal. I don't think it's a particularly greedy request to let me play a turn. Thank you. Hey, look at Meowth. That is a good bench. I'll put that there. I have another energy for the Meowth too, so that I can start drawing cards off Meowth. So I have 2+ powers at the moment. If I get 2 heads out of the 3 coins that I flip, which is a 50-50 chance, then I can knock out the Oddish and I won't have to worry about it anymore. At worst, I'll deal 30. Well, okay, at worst I deal nothing. Send it! Oh no. Oh no! Okay, thank God. All right, I'll deal the 30. All right, which means that we gotta get it out of the way. Okay. Chop is particularly useful, but I'm not gonna be playing that right now. I'm gonna put that on the Meowth. Send it! Send it! Oh my God! Oh my God! All tails! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Oh God! They only have 1 prize left. Flareon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is the wrong Flareon. I messed up. I messed up real bad. Oh, I messed up, Chief. It's okay, I might be able to save this. Payday! Nope, no coin. No card for me. Oh, I'm getting pivoted. No, I lost. No. Ah. Damn. That's our first loss. Man, that was rough. Yeah, losing too many coin flips in a row was tough. That was too tough. But we gotta keep going for it. There's nothing else that I can edit at the moment. The best thing that I could do is cut out fighting and switch it for fire. Because I do have enough fire. Well, I have a couple Flareons. Never mind. I don't have enough fire. Well, I have some Rabadashes, I guess. I just don't have the Ponytas, is the issue. Meowth on the bench, and a Professor Oak. Sure, alright, we're going for it. Yeah, RNG giveth and RNG taketh away. Yeah, coin flips, that was just the problem of the early metagame. It's just the nature. There are a lot of coin flips. There are a lot of really interesting and engaging cards and engaging interactions, but oh my God, there are so many coin flips. Like, I particularly like when coin flips do paralysis, because you have a choice to make of, am I going to use my full heal here? Speaking of, my interesting choice is to not use my Professor Oak. Sadly. If it gets too dangerous, I'll have to switch. My God! I can't believe this! Oh! No! I should have Professor Oaked! I should have used Professor Oak! I got donked! No! That's my shtick! I got donked! It's not fair! I wanted to do that! second loss! And the second one was not close. That was so bad. Alright. It's okay. We'll make it work. Watch, I'm gonna get donked again. Oh, I get to play first at least. I know! I immediately take a loss, and then I get donked right after the first loss, and I was like, alright, cool. That's just how the game's gonna be played, I guess. Yep, welcome to Base Fossil, baby. That's the format. Oh, God. Tail wag. Okay, good. At least I'm not gonna take damage. I at least get a turn. Woo! 30 damage. Whack! Okay. Alright, I'm not about to get donked at least. Send it! Yeah, baby! Luck giveth! And send it! Doesn't matter what the flip is. Gimme that prize card, baby! Pokeball. Let's see if I can actually resolve that Pokeball. Ah, shit. Oh, being put to sleep is not good. I don't have a full heal. I have some potions. Go for Pokeball, I guess. Whoo! Give me the Flareon. Yeah, that Flareon. That's the one I want. And guess who's no longer asleep? Because somehow that's how it works. Surprise! Bop! I almost OHKO'd it. I almost took it out. One go. But the coin flip did not give it that time. Whew! But at least it gave me that. I will gladly not take it out in one hit if I don't get put to sleep immediately. That is a trade I am going to always make. Send it! Yeah! Let's go! 30 damage. Another prize card for me. Now that's some good luck. Ouchies! Plus power? Nope. That's fine. If you use a plus power, my Flareon's gonna die. So I guess I'm just gonna use a normal potion. And then I'm just gonna go for another fighting energy on Hitmonchan and use Hitmonchan as kind of my win condition. Because if I can use Hitmonchan to just start knocking out some of those early Pokemon, then I should be able to get at least this trainer out of the way. Ouchies! Plus power? That is not a plus power. But good news is that I can switch into Hitmonchan. Hello! Which means that I can send Flareon back. That's a pretty good play. Hello! Goodbye! Whack! Whack, whack, whack! And now I should be able to take that last prize. Because that Nidoran is not going to survive 2 special punches. Come on. Whoo! Lady Luck giveth. Lady Luck giveth. We're here for it. I only have grass energy, so I'll go ahead and put Nidoran girl and put a grass energy on her. And special punch 1. Whack! Give her a left. Then I'm gonna give her a right. The 1-2 punch, baby. Bop bop. Man, it's almost tragic how much better Hitmonchan is how much better Hitmonchan is in the card game than he is in the actual game. It's almost tragic. Alright. And send it. 1-2 punch, baby! Let's go! 4th prize. Didn't struggle. First try, totally. Alright. Let's see what I get. Ooh, Clefairy, that's a real good hit. Another Vaporeon I really like. I do appreciate the other Vaporeon. And my 4th colorless. Very good. That was a good pack for me. Ooh, that's an energy removal. That's going in the deck. That was the good hit. Send it. Nidoqueen. So remember what I was telling you about the Boyfriend's deck? This is the card that makes the Boyfriend's deck just exist. Because essentially how it works is that you fill your deck with a bunch of Nidokings and a couple Nidoqueens. You get out a Nidoqueen by Pokemon trading for her. Get her out into play. Have a bunch of Nidokings on the bench, and then you deal like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be like 100 damage if like ceiling scenario of this is best case 100 damage per attack. It's pretty good. The problem is that it's extremely inconsistent, and getting all of the cards to make that deck is a nightmare. Ooh, a second Lickitung. That's very good for us. Another Meowth is particularly helpful. Ooh, we got a Mysterious Fossil. And another energy removal. Oh, oh, we're dangerous. All right, good news. We won the first one. Now, the bad news. We now have to make edits. Let's go ahead and put in the couple energy removals, obviously. We're not going without those. Let's put in our 4th double energy. I want to put in the 3rd and 4th. Well, 3rd. I don't need that many Meowth. Because I would rather have like a bunch of Kangaskhan for this slot since our consistency is bad. Is real bad. But that'll do for the moment. Grab the Vaporeon. This one. Because this Vaporeon's pretty good. I don't need both. But I think that Vaporeon is just going to be better. We have 2 Flareons, which are going to be extremely important for this specific group. I do not feel comfortable cutting much else here. I just really need more Nidorans. Still have lots of Tangelas. We still only have that one Oddish, and that's unfortunate. But consistency is going to be our friend. All right, what's the 4 that we're gonna cut? Meowths. Don't feel comfortable cutting the Meowths and the. Thank you. Bye, Alex. Thanks for dropping by. I could cut energy. Energy I'd be willing to cut. Because we just don't need a ton of energy. We just need enough. Because I'm not willing to cut those meows until we get more consistency trainers. Alright, so the good news is that we have 3 more in this gym. The bad news is that I'm pretty sure that they're both, this one's the 3 one, and the next one is the 4 one. In terms of prizes. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make this work. Who is messaging me? Why am I being added? Whomst? It's not even at me, it's just at everyone. How dare you? Sorry, I had to respond to girlfriend. As I do. I lost track of my tab. There we go. Got it. Sorry. Got a little distracted. Man, I hate that my green screen just does not fit my chair. I'm sure it'll be fine once I get a better chair, but the problem is that this one's just too slouched. Like, I'd love to just have a green screen and get rid of all this visual space. But, it's just not how it works. Like, hang on, let me see if I can show you. This is my green screen, baby. I'm on the wrong side. There we go. As you can see, it is a particularly neat thing that attaches to the back of my chair. But the problem is that, you can kind of see the issue here. Is that, it doesn't stand upright without assistance. And normally, it does have a thing that lets me attach it to the ceiling, but mine came pre-ripped, baby! It's always the chair. I gotta get a better chair. Oops. But yeah. You now understand. You now understand why I have this green screen thing that just doesn't do anything. How do you feel about this? I am feeling very neutral. I feel like it doesn't add anything to this. I guess it gets rid of a little bit of visual noise of my bookshelf, I guess. But like... See, if it was right here, it'd be perfect. But it's not, because it folds over. Why? I don't know. Ooh, what I could do is I could, like, find some kind of, like, a rod or, something to just kind of prop it up. Ooh, actually I have an idea. My mirror is currently not together because I'm missing screws for it. But because it's not together, I might be able to make this work. Oh, come back. Yeah, exactly. It's either all or nothing with this thing. Ow. It's alright. Bump my microphone. Your poor ears. I'm so sorry. Ah. Oh? Oh? Ah? Huh? That's pretty good. That was a pretty good solution. No, let's just adjust it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your ears. Ah? Better. That's better. Now I look like a real streamer. Now I look like a real content creator. Sorry, Mike. Hopefully you can forgive me. Well... I only have fighting energy, so I guess we're going for the Machop. And then we're gonna put Nidoran Boy and Eevee on the bench. Then... draw our 4 prizes. It works! Accidental solution is accidental. But hey, I mean, it does in fact solve the problem. Maybe what I could do is I could find a way to like, maybe stretch this part. Ooh, sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. I am so sorry. I need to stop being clumsy. Maybe what I could do is I could try to connect and stretch this part right here over this part. In fact, hang on. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. We might actually have a solution for the green screen. Okay. Oh my god, it works. It works! Not intentional at all, but it works. I am actually very glad that this works. I actually prefer this to it being stuck on the chair, because now I can rotate my chair. I can be comfortable. It's nice. Accidental. That's nice. I'm a big fan of this. This I like. Wait. Oh, it is this song. It is the song that's doing that. I was like, are both these, like... Yeah, for a second I thought the game was playing sounds because it was, like, overlaying the piano weird. Don't you slap me with a Ditto! Excuse you! No! Return to your lane! No, 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 no. Stop it. Whack! Bye-bye! Don't you slap me with a Ditto! Do you see this? You see this? Slapping me with a Ditto! Yeah! We were listening to the Pokemon Lo-Fi Mix 3 Hoenn edition. Let me see if I can like... Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty almost perfect. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, right, attaching grass energy. I got distracted. Don't judge me. Bye-bye! 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 Get rid of that Ditto. Get that shit out of here. Oh! That was a dunk! I didn't even realize they didn't put anything on the bench. Let's go! We got a dunk. Let's go. Alright. First pack. Ooh, item finder. That's good. I like that. That I like. Eradicate. We already have Eradicates. We just need... Ooh! Nidoran Boy! Yes! We have another aggro piece. Ooh, and we got another Tangela. And another Machop, but like, I don't think we're short on Machops. Hoenn was your playground. What's my favorite region? Ooh, what's my favorite region? Ooh, that one's hard. See, if you were asking what my favorite generation was, then I'd be able to say, like Gen 4. Gen 4 was probably my favorite. That or it was Gen 3, one of those two. Yeah, I was either 3 or 4. But in terms of my favorite region, that's a tougher question. I'm tempted to say Johto. I'm really tempted. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stew on that question a little bit. Let's see what I get out of the second pack. Computer search! Let's go! Consistency! The bad Magmar. Another. Ooh! We now have a full playset of Nidoran Boy. Oh, and we have another Bill! Oh! Oh! That is lucky. We got so lucky for this challenge. We got so lucky. I do not deserve the amount of luck that I just got. Which means now I can cut some of these other cards. I might keep the Tangela. No, I don't have to keep the Tangela anymore. I can cut the Tangela, and we'll keep the Nidorans. I know, RNG blessed me! Which means I can now cut... Which means we can now add my third bill. Eventually we'll get up to 4th bills, I hope. We can now add a computer search. And we can now add an item finder. Consistency! It's so nice! We've had to go so long without consistency cards. Which means now we can cut those 3 Meowths. Because I was not comfortable keeping, like, that low of consistency cards with that Meowth. Like, Kangaskhan's still good, but oof. That was rough. And I think we'll just keep rocking the current loadout for the moment. Maybe. I do still like the idea of having the EVs just kind of cover my weaknesses here. Because Eevee's really interchangeable and its pieces are really cheap. I do have enough grass energy that I should be able to cut the fighting types. Yeah, I now have enough grass energy, I don't have to keep the fighting types anymore, which means that I can get rid of these. Perfect, which means I can get rid of this. Perfect, which means that I can add Lickitung, 1, 2. And I guess since we have nothing else to add, I'll add the Meows back in. Maybe. If only I had some Rattatas. Rattata would be great right now. I guess I won't run the Lickitung. How many do I have? 13, 15? So let's add more green. Man, if only I had, like, some Coughings or some Weedles at the moment, but we did not get either of those. Execute Executor, the good Tangela. I would not hate putting in 4 Tangela, because those ones are quite good. And then I guess I will just put put in a Meowth just to fill in that last spot. Yep. Perfect. We got it. Moving on. We can never battle that person ever again. Ba-bam! Alright, another 4 prize. Then we have to go pick up their gym leader from the one guy's house. Okay, that is not a particularly great opening. Is the music too loud? I feel like the music might be a little too loud. Ba-ba-bum. Okay. Open Eevee? That's my only option. So I guess we're rocking it. I think that's the only problem with our deck direction so far, is that since we don't have Pokemon traders, I'm not really able to capitalize on things. Because it feels like I'm split between a lot of stage 1s at the moment. And I think that is something that we should address with the deck at some point. If I get some Ponytas, I would, well, that doesn't solve the issue. We could think about it. It's not like we're particularly hurting for it. Ooh, I get to be on the play. Double energy? Nope, no double energy. Oh, did I ever put the, I don't think I put the 4th double energy in, did I? Put that on. And we'll use tail wag. Tail wag. Not that I'm expecting to take damage, but, you know, just in case. Just in case. Put it on Eevee. We'll remove your energy so that way I can get some time. Quick attack. Bap! 30 damage. Let's go! Excuse me. If we can get another heads, then we'll be good. It's not worth putting the Nidorino on right now because I'm not going to be able to use it. So I'm just going to keep sending it. Send it! Ah, alright. It's fine. One more attack and that Tangle is gone. Uh-oh. 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 We're paralyzed. That's a problem. Do I have a full heal? No, I don't even have a switch. Alright, cool. Send those. We're gonna use Defender just to get me a little bit more time. And we're gonna pass. Ooh, that's a poison. Uh-oh. Is it worth it? It's worth it. Go for it. It's worth it. Okay. We got it. We got a donk. I didn't even realize they didn't have anything on the bench. 2 donks. We donked them both. Aggro's working for us. It's going. That's pretty good. It's working for us. Bless my pulls. Nidoking, whatever. Pokemon Fluke, whatever. Rapidash. Again, we already have so many Rapidash. Another Energy Search, which I don't hate. Sandshrew, which we needed. Starmie, Grass Energy. Alright. Let's see what we get. Jolteon. Weeping Bell. Butterfree. Kakuna. Ooh, I do like Kakuna. Kakuna was one that I was experimenting with on my DS version. Because with Kakuna and Weedle, you can get tons of poison damage just super early. And Kakuna also can defend itself very well and sits at like 80 HP, which is super high for like a stage 1. We got a Squirtle, whatever, another Sandshrew, whatever, Geodude, Cubone, Ghastly, and Grass Energy. It is a thoroughly okay pack. We didn't get anything that shakes up our deck too much, unfortunately. However, we need to go back to Ishihara's house. Hello, Ishihara. Wait, where's Ishihara? The heck? Ishihara's missing. That's so weird. Where'd he go? Alright, and the good news is that this leader is like a pushover. Watch, I'm gonna instantly die just because of saying it. Yeah, it was an overall decent pack. It's not that it had bad cards, it was just not cards that we're particularly interested in. Because, see, being able to get poison with a coin flip and 20 damage off is huge. Because, for context, you effectively are dealing 30 with 2 energy. And then you have a chance of dealing 30 based off 40 on whether or not they can switch. And you're encouraging them to switch. You are forcing them to waste energy in order to switch to keep their stuff alive and deny you prizes. Poison aggro, good. It is a good strategy. But the question becomes, how am I going to push this a little farther? Because right now, in terms of evolutions, we have Eevee, we have Nidorino, and we have... What was the last one? Wait, is that it? It's just Eevee and Nidorino? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's only 2 stage 1s. I don't know why I thought I had an extra stage 1. I mean, that's totally fine as a Hyper Dunk deck, so... Man, it makes me want to put, Nidoran Boy and, Nidoran Boy, Weedle, and Nidorino in my, Pokemon Cube. It really is tempting to put those in now. But Donk is not particularly something that I'm wanting to encourage for my environment, so I have to kind of be careful. But, on the bright side, at least, I run the house rules. Because, for context, my cube is based around... It's based around the base to Neo format, but it's base Neo plus, where I wanted to take the highlight of kind of like that base Neo era, of that specific niche of WotC, while cutting out all of the things that I don't like about that era. So, for starters, I replaced all of the trainers that should be supporters. So, Professor Oak, Bill, Gust of Wind, Energy Removal, all of those are supporters. Just outright replace them with supporters, regardless of flavor. And then, now that you could only play one of those per turn, now there's some interesting interaction between that and, you know, everything else going on. Then I'm using modern rules for you can switch when you have a status on you. You can, you can't attack on the first turn. Very important. It's better for me to go for Meowth. There's no point for me to try to go for the Donk here. I just don't have enough going on. And I gotta go first. No double energy. Let's go ahead and put Eevee on the bench. Let's go ahead and... Pokeball? Flareon? Nope. I hate Pokeball, I really do. Pokeball's so bad. I probably should have put Eevee on the bench, but I wanted to take the chance of Pokeball giving me Flareon. There's the double colorless. I'll put that on Eevee afterwards. Put it on Meowth first. You have 2 Bulbasaurs, 2 Oddishes. I'll just go for the Payday. Flip a coin. Draw a card, I'll take it. Not as good as Kangaskhan, but I think Meowth has a particularly good niche. Even though I will say that the biggest problem with Meowth is the fact that you are drawing off a coin flip, but even if you're drawing a card half the time and dealing damage, it's still fine for a basic Pokemon to be doing. So I don't hate that. Put that on. Let's grab Bill. Draw 2. I activate Pot of Greed, which lets me draw 2 cards from the top of my deck. I get 2 jokes. I get to make a joke twice. That's my limit. Don't you make fun of me. Man, it's so nice not having it connected to the chair. I can just wiggle and do whatever. Ooh. 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 I don't... Mill's not the right word. It's pretty iffy consistency. It has a lot of problems that's hard to ignore. I just don't think using energy removal this early is worth it. I can't retreat. It's not worth using full heal just to draw more cards, so I guess I'll just wait. I'm not going to pretend that Meowth with Payday, the Payday Meowth specifically, is something that I would be wanting to play in my cube. But I understand that it has a particular niche in this generation, in the fact that it can be consistency while being offensive. But just play Kangaskhan. Just play good card. Just play good cards. Ooh, hello! Too bad I don't have a grass energy. I'll put it on the bench though. I'll go ahead and double energy on that EV2. I will potion on my Meowth here, and then I'm gonna go for Payday. Like, dealing a little bit of extra damage and drawing cards some of the time is pretty good value when the game is a little longer. My biggest issue with Meowth, just as a card, is the fact that it's donkable. The fact that it is a normal type that can get 2-shot by any of the major donk of like Hitmonchan, Machop, and Sandslash. Those are just going to destroy a Meowth. And I just don't think it's particularly good enough. None of these are worth playing. It's not worth me using my energy removal just yet. There is no point in me using energy removal. But the one thing I do like about Meowth for this kind of aggro deck is the fact that I can use it to pump in a little bit of extra damage while adding that extra consistency when I don't have my trainers. And I do think that that is particularly useful. And that's something Kangaskhan can't do. When Kangaskhan is just drawing me cards, it's just there to soak up damage and maybe get scooped up later. Is it worth it to retreat? I can't. It's not worth it to full heal because you're not going to be dealing 20 damage to me. Well... Alright, I'll just send it. I'll just wait. I don't need to be pushing a bunch of damage right now when I'm going to be stalled later. There we go. Now it's worth doing it. Where we get rid of this Oddish's energy, and we're going to retreat it. Time and place. Time and place. And then we can send in the EV. There we go. And then we're gonna add plus power just to make sure it's a KO. I do not want to take a chance of it not being KO. And that's 40 damage. Bye-bye. I'll take my prize card now. We have 5 more prize cards to go. Thankfully, I'm aware that her deck is pretty weak compared to the other gym leaders, so I'm not too worried about not being able to push damage, but whew. I don't want to be stuck holding the bag, so to speak. Quick attack! Ah, it's Tails. That's okay. We'll get him next time. Man, this was... It makes me feel a lot less bad about buying this. Because I got sent money and I was... I got sent money for Christmas and I was like, well, I might as well get something so that way I can, like, start streaming again and, you know, feel comfortable streaming again. And, you know, I think that this is a good, encouraging thing for me to just sit down and play something and talk with y'all and have a good time. Because, I mean, I'm having a good time. I hope you are. Ah, don't you paralyze me. Since we have 2 Nidorans, I'm going to go ahead and start pumping it. It giveth and it taketh away. Let me see here. If I... Huh. There's no... I was considering item finding to grab a bill, but I just don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna keep going for it. I particularly like Eevee because Eevees can pump out 30 damage with the double energy. My only issue with relying on double energies is that it's inconsistent, so... Please don't paralyze me. It giveth, and it taketh away. Oh, that is scary. No, wait! Ah, I didn't want to do that. Shit. Shit. Sorry, excuse my language. I shouldn't be cussing. I need to be better about that. Hold me responsible. We're going to remove that. We're going to... I can't retreat. I can try to last another 2 turns. Nope. It's not gonna last. Is it worth denying you the prize? Maybe. Hang on. This is the one that was weak to electricity. Well, the good news is I have something to do now. Sorry, double energy, I loved you. Bye-bye! I don't want a Fuji right now. Focus energy bite. I'll just go for the bite and just kill it. Kill the Oddish, take my prize. Okay. Things are about to get scary. So, how Executor works is that for the amount of energy that it has on it, you flip a coin. And then for each coin that you flip, I think it deals 20 damage. Yeah, 20 damage. It's not... does not feel good. So what I can do is I can use item finder and grab energy removal and keep it down. Because if I can keep it down, then I can KO it eventually. It puts me behind, but it is better than just dying because I don't have an answer to Executor yet. Which means we can go for bite twice in a row. We can make this work. Yes, me between a rock and a hard place. Ah. I don't really see a point, but I'll go ahead and put it on the Kangaskhan, I guess. Because I need to refill cards in hand. Because if I can't kill this Executor, then I just need to stall it. Well, no, I can't stall it because then it'll get a bunch of energy. I don't like this. I just gotta keep going for it and hope for the best. Go for it! 10 more damage, please. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad. Uh-oh. 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 That's 40 damage out of nowhere. Ouchies. Oofies. My bones. I'm gonna do something stupid. At least, I gotta kill it. Denying a bunch of energy, because the AI kind of made a mistake there. But it probably means that my evolutions are in trouble. Which is a different problem. Put that on my Flareon. Go for bite. Oh, no more energy. Ooh, Nidorino. Where is it? Nidorino, baby! Give me that. Boom! Now we have a threat. We now have a threat. We have a win con. We're good. We've pretty much got this one in the bag. I would be very surprised if the AI manages to turn this back around. Like, genuinely, I'd be surprised. Because now they are in trouble. Bye-bye! 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 Whack! Yeah, I'm running away with the game right now. It feels pretty great. Not that I was, like, super concerned about this matchup anyways, like I said, but, I was worried for a second. For a second, I was worried. Hortonjill! Whack! 2-hit KO. 2-hit KO. 2-hit KO. Ah, of course you're gonna switch it. Of course you are. You would. You would switch your Pokemon. Know what? No! Bring it back! Bring it back in! No, you don't get to run away. Why are you running? Get back here. I'm not done with you. Bye-bye. Goodbye. I'm aware I could have just gust of winded on an execute and just won that way. But I wanted to knock out the Venusaur. I wanted to be particularly mean. I wanted to be particularly mean to this poor AI. I wanted to bully this person. I wanted to take their hopes and dreams and rip it out from under their fists and then crush it in front of them. You're the one that wasted all of your energy moving it onto an Executor and then failing to do enough damage. Be gone, frog plant. Be gone. First pack, Lavatory. Ooh, Ninetales. Ninetales good. Maintenance is pretty okay. I'm not playing control deck, so... See, Maintenance is one of those cards that it's really good in control decks, but it's not very good everywhere else. Basically, you take 2 cards from your hand, send them back, draw a card. Which is a terrible rate. Except, remember that thing that I said early in the stream where there are 3 ways that you're going to lose this game, and decking out is one of the main ways that you're going to deck out? It's the main way you're going to, one of the big ways that you're going to lose. And Maintenance helps prevent decking out. So, I am not going to pretend to be thrilled about that. Ooh, Dodrio. That I'm thrilled about. That's a good card. Recycle's trash. Slowpoke's pretty good. Ooh, Psyduck's super good. But I'm not playing that deck. We got Poliwrath, garbage. Slowbro's pretty okay. Maintenance, pretty okay. Dodrio's real good. 2 of those. Nice, nice. Venonat, Recycle, Magnemite, Onix, Slowpoke. Tentacruels. I do like Tentacruel. Big fan of Tentacruel. I am tempted. If... Oh, that's right. I forgot Ronald. Sorry. Remember that thing that I said where I just don't remember this guy exists? I think I rest my case. He just doesn't exist to me. I just keep forgetting he exists. He's Ronald. Who's Ronald? I don't know. He's Ronald. He's your rival. Deal with it, I guess. It's like they were programming this game and they're like, no, we need a rival. It's missing something. It's missing the rival. And it's just like, who is this person? Who lost their child? Let's see if I can donk him. It'd be super funny if I could donk him. I'm going for it. Did you put anything on your bench? Yes, you put 4 things on your bench. Cubone is weak. Go for it! Easy prize. Let's go. Ronald, Reagan, Roger. He's unrecognizable. He's a fraud. Alright. Send it. Ah, I didn't get it. It was worth a try. Yeah, it was worth a shot. I mean... Not gonna pretend that it wasn't worth at least trying to go for the knockout there. Am I gonna be able to make anything else happen though? Probably not. Nope. We're just gonna keep hitting a tails. It's fine. I have Flareon and I have Vaporeon, but I don't have an Eevee, and that sucks. We'll put that there. Send it! Ah! 3 tails in a row. Man, that's rough. The good news is that now I can use my potion and just keep it in the game. There we go. Don't want a Professor Oak right now, but I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm just gonna hold out. I don't have to immediately use it. Oh, I got him! Ooh, we got him! Ooh, he dead. He am dead. Ooh, oof, paralyzed. Oh, we hate to see it. Hello, I beat the second clip. Yes, I did. Right now I'm trying to beat our rival, Roger. Rotado Tomato Johnson. We're just trying to get through. Yeah, after I beat the rival. If I can beat the rival. I certainly hope I can. I'm not feeling particularly, I'm not feeling like it's particularly in my favor at the moment. Considering I just had a gust of wind to take out a Cubone. But every prize, it helps. It counts. Every prize is a little bit more ahead. Is it worth retreating? I can't, well, I can retreat. I could switch if I really needed to. I just don't want to. Fine, we'll go for it. Do I want to Fuji and deny the prize? Yes, I do. I want to Fuji and deny the prize. And then, after I Fuji and deny the prize, I'll go for Item Finder. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. And then I will grab another Gust of Wind, maybe? I guess I'll grab the Gust of Wind. You have 2 Growlithe at the moment. Oh, I don't like that. Fine. What a waste. Send it. Woo! 30 damage. I probably should have used Professor Oak and Doug for the, plus power, but, I did have my reasoning for doing it this way. Because I figured if I get paralyzed, then I can at least switch to the Growlithe that's not live. And then we'll use Professor Oak. Dig, dig, dig. Ooh, I got a Nidorino. Perfect. Its double kick would be live. Pokeball! Evolution. I got it. Alright. Let's grab a second Flareon. There we go. Let's put Tangela on the bench. Let's put Nidoran Boy on the bench. Let's put the Grass Energy. Never mind. Let's put the Potion. No, I'm good. Send it! Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's terrible! No! Ah! Lady Luck giveth and she taketh away. Just like that. In an instant, my confidence was broken. And I was left in shambles. But, at least I can Horn Drill. Whack! And in the moment, my confidence was shattered. I was left with nothing but my pride. There's no point in me evolving right now. No point in me using Potion right now either. Send it! Horn Drill! 50 damage! Nidorino's expensive and only has 60 HP. Nidorino is not very good, but like, it's better than having a Nidoran Boy stuck on the active zone. Meowth is okay, I guess. And 60 plus power. Send it. Bye-bye. Whack! Ho ho ho! Ta-ta! Aggro deck for the win, baby! Aggro good! I think Nido aggro hits a particular dopamine spike for me. Where it should not be working, but it definitely is. And that brings me much joy. Put the double energy on the Flareon so it's live. I can't move, so I guess I'll just wait it out. Tails. Damn it! No! Please! Don't want to have to super potion. Please! Please! Let it happen! Double colorless on Nidoran boy, I guess? So that way I could evolve? Question mark? Alternatively, I could put it on... Well, if you plus powered, you could kill my Nidorino. Yes, the uncanny human ability that makes something work when it absolutely should not. Yes, exactly. I know exactly what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for a super potion and spend my double colorless. Then I'm gonna energy removal, maybe. No, I'm just gonna kill it. I'm just gonna murder it. Goodbye. It dead. Dealing 50 damage per attack is brutal. Yes, 60 HP is particularly weak, and having a psychic weakness particularly sucks, but 50 damage is 50 damage, chief. It's just expensive. It's super expensive. No. Do I have anything that I can use? No? Alright, send it. I suppose I should have gone for the double kick. If I went for the double kick, I would have been able to at least have a chance to knock it out. But in exchange, I also have a chance of, you know, missing entirely, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Sure, we'll put Kangaskhan on the bench. Send it! Horton Drill! Alright, we have one more, and we have a computer search. Know what that means? It means we win. Goodbye. Goodbye. For plus power. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We win. This is why computer search is stupid. Computer search is so stupid. Goodbye. Bye-bye. I win. Good day. Pack it up. Go home. You're done. You're donezo. I'm winning with a pile of cards. What do you have? I wasn't really trying that hard. Bye-bye, Regal. Regal the Bagel. Hooray, I got that Jigglypuff. It exists. It's certainly a card. It's funny because that is a real card. It's one of the few that isn't just a Game Boy exclusive, but like in-game exclusive. But good news. I think I am good to call it, and then we can come back to this another time. We did good. We got through two clubs. got past our rival fight. Our deck is looking really good at the moment. We just have to get past science, fire, psychic, fighting, and lightning. Oh, and water. And we know how that's gonna go. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for just being here and just enjoying my presence, and I enjoyed your presence. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.